So, hello there, my name is Only One Kenobi, Only One. I'd like to do a little video reacting to the rumour report put out by Yak Face recently. Rumours about upcoming potential vintage collection figures. Please excuse the lateness of this reaction. Yak Face posted it way back in July, I think the 24th of July on Instagram. It caught my eye the other day, and I had a look through the list, and I'm quite interested by what we are seeing on this list. Let's go through them. I'm just going to highlight a few things that have really caught my attention on here. The first one is Han Solo, A New Hope. Now, what on earth is that going to be? Have you all thought about this? What do you think it's going to be? What do you want it to be? What do we need? No one can argue with the definitive VOTC release of Han Solo from A New Hope. The card back was the classic card back. The figure was just friggin' awesome, you know. It was a brilliant head sculpt. Maybe a little on the skinny side in his legs, but, you know, it's been said time and time again about this figure. It has not been beaten. That's a quality figure. Nailed it. What I don't want to see is that card back coming back again. I mean, we don't need it really back, do we? It's a great image of Han, but we don't want to see it back. Well, I don't anyway. One thing I do want to see is something brand new. There's lots of different things that it could be. One of the ideas that I mentioned about 12 months ago was a Death Star escape Han. That would be awesome. It would match the Death Star escape Luke, and there's lots of different possibilities for a great image of Han Solo / Harrison Ford for that one. But that would be great. I'd love to see that. And the other option or possibility would be, if it's going to be A New Hope, you could have Han in the Millennium Falcon turret, or whatever you call it, the gun turret, yeah. I do believe there was a card back for that maybe years ago, I don't know. There's certainly some great images of Harrison Ford sat in the Millennium Falcon gun turret, as there is for Mark Hamill, so that would be really good. And the final possibility would be Han Solo in a Stormtrooper outfit. Now, man, I don't think there'll be many that would be opposed to that. I certainly wouldn't be. So, I mean, I don't want to be... I'm not being funny here, but we are slightly saturated with Han Solo and New Hope figures and cards. We've had, not long ago, the Ceremony Han with the fat head. It wasn't so good, that one. As I say, we have had that VOTC figure, which you can still get for a decent price on eBay. So, I don't really want to see a repeat of that. Even though it's a classic card back, why do we need it back? Why don't you give us something new? So it begs the question, what are they going to give us? Let's move on now. Let's talk about other things. The other one that caught my eye was Chewbacca for A New Hope. Now, this really got me excited because I have said before that although we've had a modern release of the classic Chewbacca card back, and you're looking at it right now, we only got it on a Return of the Jedi card, which doesn't match the image. We all know that that is a classic Chewbacca New Hope image. So for this one, I would not be opposed to them giving us that image with a Star Wars chase around it, like this. That I wouldn't mind. If you are a completist like me and you want to get a modern equivalent of the first 12 figures, then the Chewbacca on a Star Wars chase is outstanding. As in, we need it. I've never liked that VOTC card because that is not a Return of the Jedi image. It's Star Wars. Really, it would be great to see Chewie on the Star Wars classic chase. That would be awesome. I'd love it. As for the figure, well, I've had this feeling for a long time. One figure that would be worthy of a repack is the Black Series TIE Fighter line, Chewbacca. Lovely head sculpt. It's clearly New Hope because Chewbacca's got all his hair brushed back as he does in that New Hope way. That figure's really good, and he's kind of growling as well, Chewie. And I tell you what, that growl, mouth open with the teeth, matches that classic image of Chewie as well. So I kind of want to see that figure put onto that card back. Or, I don't know, man. If it's New Hope ANH, it could be any image of Chewie that's new, you know. They do that in the vintage collection. They give you classic repeating card backs, or they give you a brand new card back for a classic figure. So we just don't know. We're just playing a guessing game here, or I'm playing a guessing game, speculating, but, you know, options are there. And finally, the other one that's caught my eye on this is Luke Skywalker TESB, which is Luke Skywalker The Empire Strikes Back. Could be anything. Could be Luke Skywalker on Dagobah, repacking that Dagobah training. Or I'm really hoping that it is. You know what it's going to be. You know what I want if you're a fan of this channel. And I want another Bespin Fatigues Luke, the one with the peeping Luke. It sounds dodgy saying peeping Luke, but that one of Luke, the close-up of Luke, I love that image of Luke. I love that card back of Luke when he's just, I don't know what he's doing, is he like peeping around the corner, Bespin corridors. It's certainly better than the other one that was released, so that's what I'd love to see, that one. And then you've got Princess Leia, TESB. God, I mean, oh. Now, if you listen to the recent podcast I did with my mate Michael, if you listen to that podcast, he was talking about Bespin White's Leia. Now, man, that would be awesome. If this rumour of Leia is the one in white, is going to be her in whites on Bespin, that would be just awesome. I can't picture any other Leia that they would give us. I don't particularly want another Leia Hoth because we've had it. We don't need it again. I know it would cost an arm and a leg for people to get that figure now because it's just one that's rocketed in value, but you know, it's past, it's gone. You know, give us something that we don't have or we've not had before. That would be Bespin White. What else is there on this list? The others are stuff that's been mentioned and we've seen previews before. That would be Lando Calrissian Solo. I think we've seen some images released of that figure. And obviously it's your guess is as good as mine as what the cardback will be. I'm sure they'll give us something good. The Stormtrooper for Rogue One, that'll be Ace. The Captain Phasma, we've seen that figure in the Black Series already. And then it's just a case of them choosing an image to match that. What movie will it be? Will it be Last Jedi? I hope it's a Force Awakens card, actually. That would be nice for that one. And the Praetorian Guard, I'm sure we'll all look forward to that one as well. And finally, this Darth Vader TESB. What's that going to be? What is that going to be? Now, I got my hands recently on the Darth Vader number 6 Black Series on the orange card. It's a figure that I've been not actively pursuing because I didn't really see any need for it. I actually got it by accident via a win on eBay. And I was pleasantly surprised by it, to be honest. It actually, in terms of the quality of the helmet, is not as good as the number 4 Black Series on the TIE Fighter card, which everybody knows is my absolute favourite Vader. Well, not everybody knows. You'll only know if you've heard me talking about that before. But I swear to God, that is the ultimate Vader, I find, anyway. It literally does make you want to get all your other Vaders and stick them in the bin. But this orange card Vader is actually quite a good one as well. I looked at the head sculpt and thought, wow, that's pretty good. But that Vader is actually based, apparently, on how he appears in the Bespin banqueting hall. You know, the dinner party, I like to call it. It's the trap, isn't it? The setup. I just made a deal that will keep the Empire out of here forever. They arrived right before you did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too. You know the scene I mean. I think it would be a pretty darn cool cardback to see that Vader repacked. You know, I mean, Vader's a popular figure and character. Loads of people grizzle and say, oh, do we need another Vader? Do we need another Vader? And yada, yada, yada. But I tell you what, man, if you're going to give us a new cardback, that would be awesome. Because Vader, the original classic Vader, that cardback isn't really one that floats my boat. That's obviously, I love it because it's a classic, but it's a very fuzzy image of Vader. And it's not really that clean, is it? But, you know, some alternatives for Vader in Empire Strikes Back would be awesome. So the banqueting hall idea I quite like. And also I like the idea of something maybe in the wind tunnel of Bespin. You know, when he revealed, the big reveal, the revelation, I am your father. That would be cool. I love that image of Vader sort of like holding his hand out. You know, it's such a powerful, you know, almost operatic, you know, isn't it? You know? Brilliant. So there's some great options there. Really good. So exciting stuff. I hope we get some awesome cards. Can I just say thank you very much to Jason from Yak Face for finding out all these rumour reports, and just me being the nosy get I am, I would love to know where you get all these what's your source, Jason? How'd you find this information out, Jason? I want to know. Who have you got in there, man? You were obviously, he's obviously juiced in, and I want to be a part of it, man. I want to find out information too. I want to be someone who manipulates and gets me ideas into Hasbro and influence their ideas. But for now, I'm just making YouTube videos, and hopefully they will entertain you and you share the same thoughts and hopes that I do. and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll just get something good in the future. This has been... Sorry about that, that was my phone. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.